Yeah, hello everybody. Yeah, I'm back again. I just want to talk about something. I want to talk about the racism in Brazil. I've looked at YouTube and I've heard a lot of people talk about this topic. I've been here for a little over a year and this is my observation. I lived in Rio for 8 months and is the racism in Rio. Let me tell you one thing about Brazil. Brazil, they don't want to talk about racism. They want to keep it under the carpet like it doesn't exist. And that's very dangerous. Unlike the USA where it's out in the open and people can discuss it, they can talk it, it's on television, it's everywhere. Even though there's big opposition, at least people talk about it. But here in Brazil, nobody talks about it. And if you try to raise a voice about it, you'll be gone soon. They'll take you out quickly. I don't know if anybody knows of the lady in Salvador who was a politician and she tries to be the Martin Luther, civil rights. They took her out quickly. She talked about racism and all that stuff. So, yeah, when it comes to Brazil, to racism, I think Brazil is more dangerous than other countries. But they try to whitewash it like it's non-prevalent here. It is, it's deep. It's deep. Especially I'm very racist conscious. I feel it every time. That's why I think that's why I'm leaving this place. I've been in South Africa, I've been in England, I've been in America where they say they are racist countries, stuff like that. But it's out there in the open. You can discuss it, you can talk about it, you can oppose the government. You can't do that here, you can't. You just keep it to yourself. I'll give you an example. I lived in Rio. Rio is worse if you're a black person. I remember one time I went to this nice restaurant because every time I pass through there, it's overcrowded, it's overcrowded. So one time I was passing, it's in Ipanema. One time I was passing and there were no people there. I was like, oh, today is my day, let me go sit down there. And I went and sat down. 5, 10 minutes. The waiters are just standing on the side there talking to themselves. Nobody came to serve me. And then a white couple came and sat 2 tables from me. And immediately a waiter came and started serving them. And I couldn't speak Portuguese then. So I was just like, wow, this is terrible. It's my money. I just want to give you my money. So I just stood up and left. I was like, wow, this is the most terrible experience. In America, they don't play with their money, man. They don't play with their money. They'll serve you whatever you want. They know sometimes you want tip, but they'll try to get that money from you as black people because there's that stereotype thing. That's why we don't tip. It depends. So that's that. So if you watch the television here, oh my gosh, just the police killing all these young boys, dark-skinned young boys every time. I was just watching yesterday. They kill this kid on the street and then they dragging him like a dog. Not even the decency of putting him on the cart and everything. No, they're holding four cops, one leg, the other one the other leg, one holding the arm, the other one the other arm, and then they put like a sheet on his face and then they're just dragging him on the floor and the people protest. I'm like, wow, this place is barbaric, it's bad. That's why I'm leaving. So yeah, it's when you watch TV here, like if you watch the political stuff, like you watch their parliament and stuff like that, you look, it's like 99.9% white. I'm living in Salvador now. Everybody there, Bahia, their Bahia, what do you call this, parliament, it's all white. And this state has 85% black people. Like where I'm living right now, you can, I've been here for a week, I haven't seen a white person. It's all black. It just reminds me of Africa. But all the presentation is white. And there are certain malls, like they've got a big mall here called Baja, where the neighborhood is very white, the rich people. I went there, man, I was just trying to walk and security followed me all over the place. Because black people don't go shopping, they go working. So yeah, that's how it is. One time I was living in this Airbnb that was in Rio de Janeiro, and the owner had a party, and there were like hundreds of people who came. Birthday, the owner, she's an old lady, hundreds of people there. Not even one black person came to that party. They were all white, and there were like three black girls and one boy who were serving them. They just walking there with a tray and everything. It's sad to see. It's really sad to see. It's really sad to see. And they celebrate that. They like when they see black people put in their place, working, serving them. You can feel the energy. You can feel the energy. Especially I've got that sensitive energy. I always detect negativity. So it weighs heavy on me when I'm in those situations. That's why I'm leaving Brazil, because yeah, I just can't take it anymore. You know, I'm so hypersensitive when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, racism here. But for white people, it's nice. That's why if you go to Rio de Janeiro, there's a lot of Europeans coming in. Like I said in the other video, I went to the Portuguese school. Most of them were the Germans, the Swiss, the French. They were coming to, they're moving here a lot in droves because they feel comfortable here. They go to restaurants, they're just all white and they're being served, so they feel like they're back home. That's why when you come to places like Salvador where there's a lot of black people, those people are not here. And then you go like Florianopolis, you go other places, Felipe, you go those other places in down south. They fit in well because they just feel like they're back in Europe. So yeah, that's what it is. So if people tell you there's no racism in Brazil, yeah, they're lying to you. Yeah, it's deep rooted here. Yeah, and I just discovered these people were they started slavery, the Portuguese people. So yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy here. It's heavy. Yeah, you can feel it, like just the way people, when you go to certain places, just and these light-skinned people, whatever, the way they just look at you, they don't say anything, but just their look, the vibe, the energy tells you that you don't belong here. What are you doing here? You know, stuff like that. Stay in your place. They won't say anything, but you can feel that. And yeah, there's certain places you, like I just said, you feel like, yeah, really, I don't belong here. Yeah, so that's, let me not say much. That's it about the racism in Brazil. The only thing I can tell you is, one, it exists. Two, it's very strong. Three, it's hidden. They're just to play it like it's underground racism, which is very dangerous. I like open racism. I really like open racism. I'd rather know. And another thing I'll tell you is the police here. Oh my gosh. They are armed to teeth. They move with whatever, rifles every time. And they just like, when you see the police here, whether it's a traffic stop, it's like it's a combat, like a military combat. Yeah, they're scary. The way they just look at you, the way it's like, don't come close. They won't say anything, but you can feel the vibe to say, yeah, these guys can pull a trigger anytime. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, because when I was outside, before I came here, I thought it was going to be better, especially Salvador Bahia. When I lived in Rio. Why I stayed long in Rio was because of the Portuguese lessons. I was waiting to finish my course and then come to Salvador because when I heard it was all 80% black and all that. I had a feeling like in that area it's gonna be much better racism area compared to Rio. It's a little better. I feel in here like I go to many places, it's all black, all that. So yeah, it feels a little bit better. But when you go to places where they are only whites, you know what it is. You know what it is. I don't know. Why did black people do this? It worries me. It bothers me a lot. Why? Everywhere. Everywhere, man. America, Europe, even Africa itself, South Africa, here, Argentina, here is held down there, everywhere. So South America, yeah. So I don't know. What did we do? What did we do to deserve to be headed for just being this, being the way, just this? I don't understand that. I think there's something they know we don't know. Yeah, there's something they know we don't know. Because they keep their things secret. So there's a secret they know we don't know that's scared. That scares the hell out of them. Yeah, there's something they know. There's something they know. We don't really know ourselves because they've put all things just to in place to trump us, to put us down really. Even though they are only 7% of the population, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe. I'm just a new guy here. I'm just trying to get, I'm not doing this for monetary, I'm just doing it for fun. So I'm finding something to do because I'm bored. It's 4 o'clock in the morning right now. I can't sleep. Okay. Peace.